Good morning, it's Jonathan Barratt with the morning debrief for the March the 9th. Okay, the current time is 8 o'clock, and you no doubt know that the market has closed in the States. A little bit of a lackluster evening. I think the market's just looking for direction. Also had a bit of a sell-off in some of the commodities, particularly oil and gold, but that's not until after they actually reach some intermediate highs, particularly for crude. So let's have a little bit of a wrap about last night's events, and then we'll get into things. Okay, as you can see, the Dow closed down 13 points at 10,552. The S&P was down 0.2 and the Nasdaq down 5.86. The local market closed up 12 points, which was a little bit encouraging. In Europe, the stock 50 was up only a fraction of a point. The FTSE was up 6 or just 7 points, and the DAX was down 1.45 and the CAC down 6.88. As you can see, things, everything there just a little bit quiet. I think the market's looking for a little bit of direction, and let's see if we can see that given some of the numbers we have tonight. But more importantly, let's just have a look at the wrap via the Falcon. Okay, just have a look at the dollar index, and you can see the dollar index there steady, 80.44, and it does look like it's just marking time within a very narrow range, 81 on the top side, 80 on the downside, and at the moment we're just working sideways, and actually have been doing that pretty much since the 5th of this month. So so everything quite quiet. In fact, the 5th of February, sorry. It's just been going sideways. So we're looking for some lead out of the dollar index on that. But we did see a little bit of action early London in the energy market, particularly for crude. Crude went to a new intermediate high of 82.44. Before coming back, and it looks like it's all on the back of some profit taking, because we did get some quite heavy sell order during US session, which caused the crude market to trade all the way down to a low of 81.64 before regaining its composure, and we saw it start to trade back up to the top side again. But exceptionally volatile there. Copper, the same thing as well. A little bit of a sell-off there. We couldn't see whether it was dollar trades or whatever, or not, but it just seems to me profit-taking. Gold was the big mover last night, down about $10, $11, and as you can see, it all happened at the same time. The sell-off happened for the rest of commodities. But we've come back into support, 11.20 support for that gold. Obviously, if it holds around here, it's okay. If not, we can set ourselves up to a deeper correction, but we'll stay pretty close to that. Being long, a lot of us are long, particularly from that 11.06 area. I think it's not a bad idea just to raise your stops there just a little bit, just so you know, if anything happens, you're still getting stopped out with some profit. On the little Aussie battler, Aussie has come back, obviously. It's 90.88.5 at the moment. We did reach that high last night, which was good, 91.26, but did fail to move on. So slight little bit of a correction there. Let's see what happens this evening. But you know, it has gone a long way, and as we know, the way the Aussie trades, up the stairs and down the elevator, and this could just be another move in terms of how it's going to grind higher. But we are maintaining highs, and we haven't had any fierce rejections, so we've really got to support the fact that things will trade higher there. On the local market, you can see that locally, market still maintaining those highs from last night. We might see the gradual sell-off today, and a little bit of a sell-off. It does look like it has set up for that, but I think you can run with that break through that 4,800, and if we do get that, then I think I'd probably be a better short than long at the moment, and I would anticipate that you could actually put in a short on a break below that level. Where would the stop go? The stop would probably go around that 48.25, and if you wanted to be quite sure on that, the stop must go in at 48.50. But let's see how it starts to trade, but could be in for just a little bit of a correction on that front at the moment. What do we got in terms of economic numbers today? The most important, I think, would be the NAB business conditions and confidence numbers. And we've also got Westpac consumer confidence, so let's keep an eye out on that. In the UK, we've got visible trade balances and total trade balance, so that'll be important. But we've also got a lot of the energy data from the DOE, the short-term data, and the API also comes out. So that in itself, I think, is going to be quite interesting. We may get a little bit of lead from that during the day as to what will eventuate. Machinery orders in Japan also, and domestic seed GPI. So that will be widely watched. Rightio, well, really that's pretty much about the wrap for last night. We'll anticipate the market will open up probably steady, but might peel off towards the afternoon, particularly as some of the readjustment in some of the commodity prices fill through the market. Let's see what some of those confidence data does, also the local market, but I think I'd be a little bit better seller on a break to those new lows, so I wouldn't mind putting a little bit of a hedge there. But anyway, let's see how it goes. Hope you all have a good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.